Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I am Muflihun as the first writer of this paper entitled The Challenges That Indonesian Students Faced in Academic Writing Across Disciplinary Study of Academic Literacies. It's an honor for me to be a presenter here on the second International Conference on Technology and Educational Science, ICTES 2020, held by Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha. Well, this presentation will be divided into five sections. Okay, this presentation will be divided into five sections. As you can see here on the overview, it begins by looking at introduction, literature review, research methods, finding investigation, and conclusion at the end of the slide. Well, as a starting point of my presentation, I will begin by highlighting some related studies which have been conducted by some notable researchers on academic writing challenges of international students in overseas universities. The first study was conducted by Mullins et al. 1995, Becker 2008, and currently by Shahin 2012, who specifically studied about critical thinking in academic writing of international students in the UK universities. Those studies in general conclude that international students were struggling in adjusting themselves to the academic system in higher education, particularly in academic writing. Meanwhile, there has been quite little study carried out to investigate challenges in academic writing of Indonesian students as international students in overseas universities. This underlying concern has taken us to conduct the study. Well, the research question of this study actually simply to know what are the challenges that Indonesian students face when undertaking academic writing in universities. The objectives also to know common academic writing challenges of Indonesian postgraduate students at the Queen's University of Belfast across discipline 2007-2008 academic year. Next, looking at how academic writing approach developed, Lafele and Guarin in 2003 and Lafele and Bushra 2007 have developed belief, strategies, and outcomes, where they believe the final product of academic writing has been mainly influenced by writers' beliefs and strategies. In terms of academic literacy's approach, writing is seen as a social practice in which how a writer produces a final draft has been shaped by his experience, social interactions, and educational background. This study indirectly employed this academic literacy approach to measure how those students develop their writing experiences. Then the study, then the study adopted qualitative study to investigate what are academic writing challenges faced by Indonesian students across disciplines. By having twice narrative interviews, the researcher could generate richer data of the study. The subject of the study were four Indonesian students at different schools, from different schools at the Queen's University of Belfast. So, yeah, signing a consent form prior to doing interview is the first step of data collection, and then the other steps like scheduling interview, describing research objectives, and interviewing participants. Scheduling the second interview will be completed. Will complete the process, and the data gathered from this process will be analyzed qualitatively by using three main steps: data reduction, data display, drawing conclusion, and verification. And to ensure its reliability, the writer used a triangulation of data and member checking. Further, the finding of the study surprisingly showed that um, academic writing challenges of Indonesian students faced at universities, such as lack of academic writing training or experiences, and then writing in non-native English, writing in second language or foreign language because they are non-native English writer, and then the problem in grammaticality or sentence structure, and also understanding plagiarism and how to avoid plagiarism, and the last is like developing critical thinking. In terms of academic literacies, it could be seen that those students, Indonesian students, lack of academic writing socializations while they were in undergraduate studies. And then these findings actually has been have been supported by some research, like which go 2016. It is about the importance of academic writing training, and then Renard and Kobayashi in 2009. That's about non-native English writers. Imani and Hambali, 2012. That's about grammaticality problems and so on. This brings us to conclusion. As a summary, participants generally shared common challenges in academic writing. These were mainly influenced by inadequate experiences in academic writing and foreign language, sentence structure, understanding plagiarism, and more importantly, developing critical thinking. In terms of academic literacy model, this study concluded that academic socialization played essential roles in determining their academic writing practice in higher education. That's why there should be more academic writing training in Indonesian universities to give more practice to Indonesian students as their preparation to pursue higher education overseas. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much.